I'm Dr. Leif Smith. I want to warn you today to be careful where you let your thoughts take you. What do I mean by that? Well, we are creatures of habit. We are creatures who do things over and over and over again. I've built an entire career around the idea that human beings act in predictable ways with predictable stimuli, with predictable responses. And although I'm not a pure behaviorist by nature and by training, I've come to understand in my work that humans do the same things over and over and over again. Now, we do the same thinking over and over and over again. It's very easy to get into bad habits in how we think. We wake up, we're triggered by the same surroundings. We think the same thoughts as we brush our teeth and take showers in the morning and get together with our spouse and have coffee and plan our day, usually in a hurry. And we get into habits. We get into these thinking habits where we think the same thoughts over and over and over and over again. And most of the thoughts, and you know this to be true, most of the thoughts are either worthless, useless, not well-meaning, right? You name it. But most of these thoughts we have are not helpful. They don't do us well. We treat ourselves poorly with how we think about ourselves. We look at the dark side instead of the bright side. I want you to be careful about where you let your thoughts take you on a daily basis. Very important, because most of what we're thinking about on a daily basis is automated. There is a magical lure to this certain thought, the idea that there is something better out there. That thought can really pull us along in ways that we don't want to be pulled along. The idea that there's always something better, that maybe the next time will be the big time. Maybe next time will be the big break that you get. Maybe your next relationship will be a good one. Maybe the next person you date will be the magical person that you marry and have a family with. Maybe your next job will be the job that you enjoy. Maybe your next house will be the one that you enjoy. Maybe if you move to another state, maybe if you move to another country, then you'll be happy. There is an allure to this sort of thinking, the idea that the grass is always greener. We need to be careful about that, because when that becomes our habit, we're never satisfied with where we are. Now, do I think you just need to sit on your haunches and stop living and just be happy and satisfied exactly where you are right now in your life? No, I don't think that. I want you to be happy and continue to keep growing and pushing yourself. But remember, there's a very enticing allure to the idea that the next one, the next moment, the next relationship is going to be the one. Now, the problem with the idea that there is always something better is that it is a true statement. There is always something better. As my mentor, Alan Weiss, always says, there's always a bigger boat. Meaning, no matter how rich you are, and no matter how big your fancy boat, yacht is, there is always another bigger boat in the bay next to you, or in the next bay, or in the next country. It's never enough. So that's the problem with this alluring thought of maybe the next one is better. Maybe the next chance will be my chance. You're probably right. There will be something better. There will be a better relationship out there. Will you find it? I don't know. There will be a job that you love more than this job. There is someone prettier than your spouse. There is someone smarter than you. There is someone smarter than the person you're with now. We could go on and on. So there is always something better. There is always more out there. That is factual. The problem with that is, in a world full of, 7 billion people? How are we going to find that perfect match? How are we going to find that perfect house? How are we going to find that perfect relationship? That perfect job, making the perfect salary? You see how it doesn't end? It's very alluring to think like that, but it's very dangerous. Why is it dangerous? It's dangerous because it gets you caught up in this fantasy life. And when you're caught up in this fantasy life, you're not attending to the moment in front of you. You're not doing the best with what you have right now. You can still want more, but we also have to balance that with the reality of, at a certain point, I can be happy with what I have. I can be happy with the salary I have. I can be happy with no salary. I can be happy with the person I'm with. I can have a great marriage. I can have a great relationship. I can love living in Ohio. Some people do. It's a joke. Ohioans, no need to comment. So what I'm saying here is, when we take that statement, right? The grass is always greener. That's true. The grass is always greener wherever you water it. I'm Dr. Leif Smith. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you in the next video.